What's up, dolls? Welcome back to the channel. So first of all, y'all should go grab a snack, grab a drink, because this guys is gonna be one long video, let me tell you, and I have no idea how I'm gonna survive this voiceover. Like, really, send help. And also whispering, kind of keeping it down a little bit, because as always, it's in the middle of the night. You guys know the drill by now. I have neighbors and all that, so yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys will like this video, this build, even though it's super long. I absolutely love this build, how it turned out, and I actually got this idea from one of you guys in a comment. So Christina suggested, well, she kind of had two ideas for me, but the second one I thought was really original and fun. So she suggested for me to build a road filled with houses on just one lot and decorate them for Halloween. And I just really love that idea so much. So basically to build a neighborhood or a street, I guess, on just one lot. Awesome idea. So thank you so much, Christina, for suggesting that. I did kind of change it up a little bit though, just a tiny bit. So instead of building a street with suburban homes and decorate them for Halloween, I am building Victorian houses that I imagine are owned by witches. So this whole place is like a neighborhood of witches. I thought that was really funny and cool. And yeah, I do actually have a backstory for all of them that I thought I would share with you guys. Because personally, I don't know, I love backstories. I think backstories add so much to a build. It makes it more interesting in my opinion. So I do have some backstories for y'all. I did kind of imagine in my head the witches living here as I was building. So I'll get to the backstories in a second. I'll get to that in a second. But first, this lot. It is a 50 by 50. It's one of the 50 by 50s in Willow Creek. It's not the park one. It's the other one. Because I think there's two. I think there's the park and then this one. Anyway, you can place it on any 50 by 50 if you want to download this and place it in your game. But yeah, it is a 50 by 50. And guys, I managed to fit 5 houses on this one lot. 5 freaking houses. I'm building 5 freaking houses in this one video, and they're not even small. They're decent sized houses, and that, guys, is why this video is almost 40 minutes long. Like, seriously, send help. So yeah, 5 houses, all, what happened to my voice? 5 houses all placed on a row, so it kind of looks like a street. So all them witches are living on the same street, because, you know, that's what you do when you're a witch. I don't know. So yeah, and as I said, they're all Victorian inspired, because witches need their Victorian homes. Like, have you ever met a witch living in a modern home? No. Okay. No, I don't know, guys. I just really felt like building something Victorian. So that's what I did. So it goes really well with witches, like Victorian witches, same thing. So the first house, let me get to the backstory now. So the first house is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And I imagine the first house to be the house of the coven leader. So yeah, she lives on the first house to the left. And like, not only, guys, is I can't talk, okay? Already messing up. Not only is she the leader of the witches, guys, but she is also, wait for it, the mayor of the town. Can you imagine? I just picture her as a natural born leader. So she's like the leader of the witches, and she's the mayor of the town. And of course, no one in town knows that she's a witch, though, like, except the other witches. But like, the muggles have no clue. So the town is in secret run by a witch. This witch. So yeah, and I do also kind of picture her to be middle-aged, and she does have a kid, a little baby boy. Well, maybe not baby, but he's around maybe 5 or 6. But it is just the 2 of them, because they're not allowed to have relationships, guys. Okay. This is a very sad and lonely cult. Okay, very sad, lonely cult. No fun, no relationships. So no one really knows whose kid it is, you know? It's a mystery. Like, who's the father? And I kind of imagine the other witches like trying to get her drunk so she'll finally spill the tea, you know. But so far, she hasn't. So far, it's still a mystery. So yeah, that was her little backstory. And then the second house to the left, the one I just finished, the one next to the first house. That one is a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, and it is the home of a crazy cat lady or a crazy cat witch. That makes no sense. Anyway, she's one of the founders too. So she's like one of the original witches, which means she is super old and wise. But she's also gotten a little mad throughout the years. She's a little bit crazy. She's a little bit cuckoo. And she's very lonely too. Like, I feel sorry for her, but she's very lonely. So she got a cat and she loves her cat dearly. Like, it is her everything. So she even got her cat its own room, guys. Its own room. Like, the cat has a room. So that's how much she loves her cat. Oh, and she's also a hoarder. So she has a lot of stuff, you know. A collector, maybe we should call her collector. She likes collecting things and not so much throwing them away. So, like, because she is so old, I can talk. Because she's so old, she's like had a lot of time to gather stuff too. So her home is kind of like a big mess, and I had a lot of fun decorating that one. So, yeah, house number 2 is the home of a crazy cat lady hoarder. I might have gone a little crazy myself with these backstories, but I had a lot of fun. I love these backstories. But yeah, third house that I'm working on right now. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, and the witch living here, guys, she is sitting on a big secret, like a massive secret that could cause a lot of drama and get her kicked out of the cult. Is this even a cult? I don't know if you would define this as a cult. I don't know. She could get kicked out of the group because not only, guys, is she in a relationship, but her lover is a vampire. And they have a baby together, and she's hiding him and the baby in the house. I love this backstory. So to my knowledge, like, you know, in all horror movies, witches and vampire, they absolutely hate each other. And it's no different here. Like, they have a beef, okay? They have a big beef for some reason. They are enemies. And the coven leader, she is a renowned vampire slayer. Like, even Vladdy Daddy would be scared of her. Like, he is. He's scared. And like, she has a very strong opinion about vampires. They are not at all allowed here or even near this neighborhood. So for this girl to not only date a vampire and have his baby, but to also bring him into their sacred neighborhood, like, that's not gonna be cool if they found out. Like, no, I don't even want to think about it. So yeah, that is her story. She's hiding a vampire in her house, guys, and a vampire witch hybrid baby. Like, that's one awesome backstory. So moving on to the 4th house, the one I'm working on right now. Like, this one isn't as dramatic. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and it is the home of another founder, so another original witch, which means she's also very old, but this one, she hasn't gone mad yet, so that is something. And I do kind of imagine this woman to be like, you know, the hip grandma, you know? She's very young in her mind and a little bit of a rebel. And then I also kind of picture her as, how do I put this? As a little bit of a drunk, or not a drunk, but you know, she's very fond of her wine. She loves her wine every day of the week. Or juice, I mean. This is The Sims. She loves her juice. That sounds really nasty. Ew. But yeah, she loves her juice, but she's also a very known herbalist, okay? So that's like her specialty. Witches all around the globe, they know her name. They know she is the top one herbalist around. So she's known for that. She has them green fingers and she loves growing things. Her house is gonna be packed with plants basically. So yeah, that is her, and she has a granddaughter. I can talk. She has a granddaughter that also lives here, which brings me to the last house, the house at the end of the street. So wait, what happened to my voice, please? Not now, we're only 10 minutes in. Excuse me. So as I said, I'm really sorry guys, this is the granddaughter of one of the founding witches. So she is pretty young, like I picture her maybe in her early 20s or maybe late teens, and she is very new to this whole thing, like this whole witch thing. Like she wasn't raised as a witch because her mom moved away like years before she had her. Her mom, she basically fell in love, and as I said before, like relationships are no in this cult thing. So her mom fell in love and decided she wanted nothing to do with witchery or this community, so she ran away with the love of her life. She started over and basically wanted a normal life for her and her family. So yeah, up until now, this girl has been living as a muggle. And up until recently, she didn't even know she was a witch or had like a family of witches. Her mom basically hid that part of her history, which made her really upset when she found out that she is a witch. And she ran away from her mom to go live with her grandma. So it's very complicated. And yeah, that's her story. And unlike the other houses, I actually decorate this house pretty modern, or very modern. Like you'll see the interior, it's nothing like the other houses. So yeah, that is the backstory guys of all the witches, and I hope you enjoyed hearing that. I hope it made this build a little bit more interesting. I don't know, I personally love backstories, so hopefully you enjoy that too. Anyway, I am basically done building all the houses, and I did have to cut parts of it out. Like I didn't show you the back of the build, but obviously I did go ahead and put windows and stuff on the back side of the builds too. I just didn't show you because like, hello, this video is 40 minutes long. So I had to cut parts out. So that's what I did. I cut out me doing the back side of the builds. But I did keep the landscaping in because you guys get really upset when I cut that out. So I did keep the landscaping. Well, most of it. Again, like I don't show you when I don't show you the back of the builds, like behind the builds. I don't show you me landscaping the back side of the builds. Or behind the builds, I mean. But, okay. We're only like 13 minutes in and my brain is already like mush. It's really hard talking to yourself for this long. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, exterior is done. I'm doing landscaping right now, and I really love how this turned out. And like with the landscaping, I wanted it to look a little bit spooky, but not too spooky. I didn't want it to look too run down, you know? So I tried to go for something in between. It's supposed to look spooky, but not like overly spooky, like not like no one is living here. So yeah, I don't know. I tried to go for something in between, a little bit spooky, but still you can tell someone's living here, you know. So that was my thought. That's what I tried to do. And then I go ahead and put pumpkins around because like obviously the witches needed some pumpkins. So I do add some pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns. Actually, these light up at night, which is nice. It looks spooky. So yeah, and then I did put down 2 cars, but like I wanted to put down brooms, okay, but I couldn't find any brooms. But that would have been so perfect because like witches don't need cars because they got their brooms. Yeah, it would have been perfect. Okay, but yeah, they do have some cars, you know. They gotta look normal, okay? We'll blame it on that. They gotta look normal. They can't just ride their broomsticks. So yeah, that is that. Still putting down pumpkins. I don't know what to say during this like anyway, oh yeah, I can tell you. So I do show you, I don't show you, I do cut out some like interior work, so I don't show you guys me decorating the hallways. I don't show the bathrooms because, like, again, this video is 40 minutes long and bathrooms are not very interesting, and also hallways, like, not too interesting. So those things I do cut out of the video. So if you want to see bathrooms or hallways, go look at the screenshots because I'll probably include it in the screenshots. But because these are Victorian houses, we needed some Victorian furniture. So obviously I go for very old looking furniture, except for that one house that I furnish very modern. But most of the houses, 4 of the houses, are decorated very like Victorian. And not just Victorian, but also like witchy. Well, that makes no sense, but like, okay, so from the outside you can't really tell that there are witches living in these houses, but as soon as you enter you can tell. So this is what I mean. There's a cauldron here, there's potions, there's herbs, there's all these sort of witchy things. There's a spell book, so also add garlic and stuff, so obviously you can tell there's witches living here, and that's what I meant. So Victorian and witchy, witch themed. That's the look I'm going for. I love doing Halloween builds, don't get me wrong, but I also am very much looking forward to do some more modern builds. I am actually, okay, so in a previous build I said I wasn't too hyped about the new pack because I'm not very into like the fame aspect of the expansion pack, but I've seen the builds and buy mode items now, and I am so freaking hyped, guys. The builds and buy mode items, like they look freaking amazing. So I can't wait to get the new pack just for building, because that's gonna be amazing. So while I'm not too like hyped about the fame aspect of the game, I am really hyped about the new furniture. Like, please, I want to know. I love the new items, guys. Like, oh, okay. So yeah, I'm actually hyped. Now I'm hyped. But that's gonna be another few weeks. So like until that, I don't know what to do. Like, I have so many ideas, things I want to build with the new pack, and I just can't freaking wait. Okay, it was easier not being hyped. Now that I'm hyped, it's hard. I want the pack, and I want it now. But it's gonna be another few weeks, but I do have some pretty amazing ideas for when we get the pack. I do have some nice builds that I really want to do, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, that I've seen all the new items, and oh, I really want them. But let's not rant about the new items. So yeah, this house, if you've forgotten, like, this is the house of the coven leader, so and the mayor. So like she has her own office here. That's what I'm decorating right now, and you just saw like the kitchen and the living room, and then yeah, this is her office. And so for some rooms I do clutter a little bit more than in others. So this is a big build, and it might cause, if you add a lot of like objects to a lot, obviously it can cause a lag. So I didn't want to add, like, I wanted to keep the number of items down a little bit. I say that, but I also made a hoarder house. So yeah, but I don't over clutter all the houses, okay, and all the rooms, just some rooms that I felt needed clutter, but the other rooms I keep kind of tidy. But then there's also some very cluttered rooms, but all in all, like, I don't clutter up too much, okay. That's what I'm trying to say. So some rooms might look a little bit bland, I don't know, or not too personal, and I'm sorry about that, but I really wanted to keep the number of items down where I could, so that hopefully this a lot is playable for as many people as possible. So yeah, that's my thought behind that. And also this kid's room. So as I said, she has a kid, like no one knows the father, and blah blah blah, and he is like 5 or 6 or something, and this is his room. And like this wallpaper, I've never used this wallpaper before, ever. I can't remember me ever using that wallpaper, because it's very like, it's very, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a little bit weird. Like, I don't know what you would use that for, but it fit kind of perfect in a spooky kid's bedroom. Like, it actually did. So yeah, it's the first time using that wallpaper. And it kind of works. Kind of works in a kid's bedroom in a spooky build. So if you want to use that wallpaper, make a spooky kid's bedroom. I don't know, but I've never used it before, so I thought I would try it in this build here. So yeah, that was her kids' room, and this is her bedroom. And once I'm done with this room, I am done with this build, because as I said, like, I don't show you guys the bathrooms or the hallways. So yeah, we are about to move into house number 2, the crazy cat lady's house. Yeah. So you can already tell this house is a little bit like, look at the wallpaper. Okay, do I need to say more? No. Just look at the wallpaper. So yeah, she's very old, you know, she's been around for a long time, as has her house. So this house has seen better days, but you know, she doesn't care. It's all about her and her cat. So yeah, there's newspaper wallpaper in here. Very classy. But she doesn't care. Like, they'll fix it someday, you know, someday. Doesn't need to be fixed right now. So there's some crazy wallpaper in this build. I actually love this wallpaper. I am really happy that they added this. Like, when I first saw it, I didn't think I would use it, but I've used this wallpaper in quite a few builds now, and I freaking love it. I just think it's great. It is great. I love it. So yeah, I used it in this build as well. So yeah, this is her kitchen. It was a little bit of an awkward shape, so yeah, I'm not too happy with this kitchen. It's a little bit weird, but it kind of works, you know. So yeah, that was our kitchen, and as you can see, I add cauldrons and spell books and potions and all that into all the houses, all the kitchens, because they're witches and they need those kind of things. So I kind of use the cauldron and the spell book in pretty much all the houses. So yeah, now you know why, because the witches, they need that. So yeah, also, could you see, like, I added a pet bowl, like a feeding bowl, on top of the counters and on top of the dining table, because she's letting the cat sit on the tables and counters and eat with her like he was a human. So I thought that was cute. I thought that's exactly what a crazy cat lady would do. So I added a lot of pet bowls, and especially on top of tables and counters, and it's adorable, but also a little bit weird. So yeah. And as I said, she's not only a crazy cat lady, but she is a hoarder. So you will kind of see that now. I love this living room. I do not want this in real life, but I love it in The Sims. I had so much fun decorating this. And my strategy was like, pull out everything and add it to the room. So yeah, I was just pulling out stuff, you know, adding everything I could find. And I made this very cluttered. We got some furniture in awkward places, a random chair, random jack-o'-lantern, random stuff, random pot, just a bunch of random furniture and items. So this room is not, like, I thought I was done here, but then I was like, no, we need more stuff. So I added the table and more stuff, but you wait until you see it, like, upstairs. So there's a room upstairs, like a storage room. It's supposed to be her office, but it has turned into a storage room. Like, wait until you see that, because that's the definition of clutter. I love making that room. Just wait. So yeah, this is her living room, or what's her living room. And again, like, it's supposed to look very messy and very cluttered, but I still tried to keep the number of items down a little bit, because I could have made it way worse. So yeah, I could have made it way worse, but I stopped it at that. So yeah, that was downstairs, and we are upstairs in her. Wait, did I not show you guys the cat's room? Did I not record that? Wait, or did I just show it? Wait, I need to pause for a second. Okay, so I just went back to look, and apparently I, for some reason, did not record me furnishing the cat's room. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but for some reason I did not record that. I did that off camera, but I meant to show you guys. I meant to record the cat's room, and now I'm really upset with myself. Okay, it happens. You can kind of get a little bit of a sneak peek here, but I meant to show you guys. That is a shame. But yeah, the cat, it has its own room. Like, that's such a crazy cat lady thing to do, to give the cat its own freaking room. I mean, she has a spare room anyway, so why not? But yeah, that's a shame that I can't show that to you guys now. But yeah, it's in a screenshot if you want to take a closer look. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't record that. Anyway, okay, so this is the room that I was talking about earlier, or that was the room. That was supposed to be her office, but like she's just put everything in there. So that was one messy room, and I loved every second of furnishing that. I don't know what's up with me. Like, I hate clutter so much in real life. Like, that's my worst enemy. I hate clutter. It clutters up my brain, okay? But then in The Sims, I'm like, okay, I love making cluttered builds. That's my thing. I don't know why I'm like that. That's so weird. Anyway, so that was the crazy cat lady's home. All done, and this is the young witch, the new witch. And as you can tell, like, this house is very, very different from the other houses. Like, this is very modern. So just look at this kitchen. Like, what? So modern. So she's basically come here, and she decided to redo this house. Like, she renovated it. And yeah, I mean, witches can have modern stuff too. What's stopping them? I don't know. I just really felt like doing a modern sort of interior for this girl here. I think that's what she would want. Like, she's young, you know, so I mean, not like old people can't have like modern furniture, but you know, these witches, they've been around for a long time. They've been gathering up stuff. Like, they've inherited stuff from their grandparents and their parents, and like, they've been around for a long time. They've gathered like a lot of stuff. Like, you know what I mean. They don't renovate their houses often. They're witches, okay? They have other things to do. But then she comes here and she's like, no, if I'm gonna live here, I want a modern house fit for my personality. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, guys. Don't listen to me. I am really freaking tired. It is very early in the morning, and I'm gonna go to bed as soon as I'm done recording this. But I actually have to go out tomorrow, so that's why I'm recording this really late, because if I don't, you won't see this tomorrow, or now for you. So that is why I'm recording so late. So it took, oh guys, I haven't told you this. I said on Twitter, but I haven't said it in this video. This is actually the second time I built this. So yeah, I was gonna upload this yesterday for you, today for me, but yesterday for you. And I built this place, and when I was gonna edit, I realized that all my footage, like, I had recorded just a black screen. All my recordings were just black, and I don't know what happened. But all my recordings, like, the audio was working, but the video, it was just black, a black screen. And I wanted to cry. I wanted to freaking cry, because this is a big build. So yeah, I debated, I tweeted about it. I debated if to do just a walkthrough, but in the end, I decided to rebuild the entire thing for you guys, because I felt like this build really deserved to be its own speed build and not just a walkthrough. So yeah, this is the second time I built this. So yeah, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this build, because I love how it turned out, but I hate it because I had to do it twice. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time on this freaking build, let me tell you. So yeah, this is the second time I build this, and Cars, please. Why are they going nuts? Oh, okay, I hope you can't hear the cars, but I know that sometimes you can. Like, it's really strange. Like, my microphone picks up everything but me. It feels like all the small noises. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pick that up, but your voice, like, no. That's how I feel. Because I'm really close to my microphone, or pretty close, but it still picks up stuff far away. More than it picks up me, I feel. I feel like the car noises are just as loud as me. And like the cars are very far away. Anyway, let's not rant about that. But I'm sorry, like, as I said, it's really early in the morning, so like people are going to work soon. So I guess it's gonna get real busy in a few minutes, or a few hours, or a couple of hours. Anyway, I guess it's kind of nice recording at night because it's sort of quiet. There's not a lot of cars, not a lot of neighbors, because we all know my neighbors are noisy AF, but not at night. Then I am the noisy neighbor. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'm sort of whispering, okay? So yeah, second time I built this, it was like, seriously, guys, I wanted to cry. Like, I wish I had recorded my facial expression when I found out that hours and hours of recordings were all just a black screen. Like, no, I can't even describe. But yeah, so I rebuilt this entire thing, and in the end though, I'm really happy I did. Because walkthroughs, like, I don't really enjoy walkthroughs, guys, myself. So that's why I didn't want to put up a walkthrough. Like, I have no problem with people doing walkthroughs, though, no shade, but like, personally, I don't like those kind of videos. I prefer speed builds, so I decided to just rebuild the whole thing. And yeah, it wasn't too much to ask for. It wasn't too much work. It kind of was, but it wasn't. No, I was happy to. Well, I wasn't happy, but like, I'm happy to share this with you. I don't know what I'm saying. I really need to go to bed. Like, I get all kinds of weird when I'm tired. I seriously make no sense when I'm tired. Not even to myself. It's the thing. Anyway, so this house is the grandma's house, the herbalist. So obviously you could see there her herbalist room. That's the thing. She got her own herbalist room. I don't know. So yeah, and also put a lot of plants and stuff in her house, because she likes plants. And this is the last house, guys. I can't believe we're already. Wait, is this the last house? Wait, yes, this is the last house, isn't it? Yeah, guys. Okay, I think this is it. This is the last house. Seriously, I can't talk anymore. Guys, just try talking to yourself for like 30 minutes straight. It is really hard. I wish you guys could answer me and like we could have a conversation, real-time conversation. That'd be great. But anyway, this is the last house of this build. That's really weird to say. But yeah, this is the last house. So I love this kitchen, by the way. I love like the shape of it and this thick island. Anyway, so yeah, this is the house of the woman hiding a vampire and her vampire hybrid baby. So yeah, that was her kitchen. Actually, for once, I love a kitchen that I usually hate my kitchens, but that kitchen, I like it a lot. So yeah, that was her kitchen, and this is her massive living room, her very purple in your face living room. So, you know, I struggled a little bit with the wallpaper. We do have quite a lot of Victorian-esque wallpapers, but a lot of them have awful swatches. No shade, but yeah, a lot of swatches. Not my cup of tea. But I did decide to try out this purple and match it with purple curtains. So this room is all kinds of purple. Very in your face, but you know, she's into it, okay? She's into it. We're all different. And I used this ceiling fan for once. Like, we got this in a free update not too long ago. First time using it, because I always forget about it. I can never find it, but I did find it this time and I used it. And I also put a a lamp through it. So it looks like the lamp is attached to the fan, and it looks like a whole piece, like a whole thing, and you know, trying to be creative. So yeah, that was her first bottom floor, and up here she's got her, this is her bedroom. Again, very purple. Purple wallpaper with purple curtains. Yeah, purple bed. Too much purple for my liking, but you know. So yeah, that is her bedroom, and this is where she hides her vampire boyfriend, her vampire lover. So he's got his own room here. You know, this is a locked room, so people can't go in here and snoop. So yeah, this is where she's hiding him. And in the other room, next to this, we got the nursery where she hides her baby. So yeah, I love this backstory. I'm sorry, but I'm really proud of it. It's funny. Anyway, we're gonna be done with this build pretty soon, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I am sorry it's so long. I was debating if to make it into 2 parts, but I don't really like doing that, so I decided to go with 1 part. And if you made it through this entire video, like, you are the best. Seriously, thank you so much. Like, y'all deserve a medal if you sat through this entire video. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, please leave it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And also, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I'd be so happy if you did. And if you want to download this build, you can find it on my gallery. Just search for my username CyberdollYT, or you can find it under the hashtags Cyberdoll and CyberdollYT. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video.
It's a rainy night coming late out of the dojo. No lights, dark out on the parking lot. Looking for my car, thought I left it here before. Get a feeling that something ain't right. Moving shadows, hear the sound of 2 feet. See my car, where my keys, kinda getting spooky. Oh God, now it's coming from behind. My cell is gone dead as I slowly turn around and go. Suddenly my brain's letting go and I laugh out loud as my elbows crash into an eyebrow. Thinking what the hell, I'm gonna make it somehow. Run into a closed liquor store, break the window, grab a bottle of gin, take a swig. Oh no, stepping on a slimy lump, and no, they're lurking in the shadows. Suddenly monsters all around me. They don't know I'm swinging like Bruce Lee. 2, 3 o'clock. Grab my nunchucks, 5, 6 knee kicks. Practice on bricks, heads to the left, heads to the right. Oh, round kicks flying as I fall to the floor. 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Grab my nunchucks, 5, 6 knee kicks. Practice on bricks, heads to the left, heads to the right. Oh, oh, hey, hey, hey. Suddenly, monsters all around me. All I see, 100 ninja zombies.